Morning all, my name's Matt Bylett and I'm a fat mentor. And why am I a fat mentor? I'm a fat mentor because I've lost 24.5 kgs on this program and I discovered that life is better when you goop. So my purpose today is to help as many people as possible to be able to hit their weight loss goals. And today I want to talk a little bit about the freedom to choose. Why freedom to choose? Well, for me, the definition of freedom is the ability to make any given decision in any moment without fear of consequences. And that was not my experience. I was not free to make any decision when it came to my food choices. I often have this feeling on the inside, this empty feeling on the inside. You know, it's likened to a hole in the soul. It's not as bad as what it used to be, but I do have this feeling. I link it to hunger, and I think this feeling is hunger. And of course, the solution to hunger is to put something in my mouth and eat it. You know, so that tends to be what happens. So, you know, when I have this uncomfortable feeling inside, I don't like. You know, I don't deal with emotions very well. I don't know what to do with them, and they don't tend to make sense. You know, they all pop up, and all of a sudden it's like I'm feeling funny. All right, well, I need to fix this. How am I going to fix what's going on? You know, and the easiest way for me to fix what's going on inside is I go to the fridge and I look for the answer. You know, or I'll go to the biscuit tin. You know, generally it used to be sweet. You know, I had a terrible sweet tooth. And I would fill up on the inside. So if I made that decision in that moment, I was, you know, I became numb to it. You know, I was kind of free to choose because I just didn't care. But the problem was my BMI scale constantly showed obese, and I wasn't in a good state. You know, so the consequences of those decisions, while I wasn't frightened of them at the time, they were alarming. You know, because the consequences of those decisions meant that my weight wasn't under control. I was low energy. I felt bloated all the time. My health wasn't good. I woke up tired. You know, I was struggling to get through the day. You know, and it was, you know, just no appetite for life. You know, I was feeling very, very low and very depressed. So that for me is not freedom. In that scenario, I feel trapped. You know, I feel unable to move. I feel powerless over the situation, and that's not a good space for me to be in. And what I've found since coming through the FAT program, I've found a program. I had no idea it was this easy. You know, it's crazy. I've overcome a lot of addictions in my time. You know, I qualify for every 12-step program that's out there. And I remember when I first landed in New Zealand, my sister threw a book at me. It was called Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. And I actually stopped smoking accidentally. You know, I was reading this book, and you know, and I was arguing with him all the way through the book. I'm like, "You're not going to get me. I can see what you're doing. I can see what's going on here. You're not going to get me." And then at the end of the book, he says, "Are you ready for your last cigarette?" And I'm like, "Boom!" Something snapped, and I'm like, "You know what? I am." And it really was the easy way to stop smoking. You know, because I didn't want to stop. I didn't mean to. It just happened. You know, I went through the process of reading the book, and at the end of the book I stopped smoking. That was its purpose, you know, and that's exactly what the FAT program's like. Its purpose, you know, if I go through the process, you know, I came into the program, I started off, you know, I cheated on day 2 because I had bacon. You know, bacon's not on step 1, you know, so I had this bacon because it was in the fridge, and I made the decision. The consequences were I have a red square on day 2. So that's not good for me. So I'm not free to choose to eat bacon at this moment in time. But so I committed to the program. I committed to following this program, and I stuck to the program. I stuck to the meal plans. I swapped out the foods that I didn't like, but I made sure that I swapped them with another program recipe, and I stuck as close to the program as I possibly could, and I got the results. You know, rounds steps 1, 2, and 3. Round 1. You know, I got down to my first goal weight of 85 kgs. Round number 2, steps 1, 2, and 3, I got down to my goal weight of 80 kgs. I've maintained that weight since the 8th of April. Since the 18th of April, sorry, 2022. And what the result of that, the result of going through Alan Carr's book was I stopped smoking. And the result of going through the fat program is I've hit my goal weight, I've cleansed my gut, I'm less tired on a morning, I don't wake up tired anymore, I've got more energy, I don't have a sweet tooth, I don't struggle with that, I don't battle that constant, I don't want my dessert for my lunch, for my starter anymore. And today, I am free to make any decision in any given moment on my food without fear of the consequences. Anything could be put in front of me and I can go, yes, I can have that. I can say yes to any meal that I want to say yes to because I'm sensible 80% of the time. The reason that I'm sensible is because this program taught me a different way of being. I learned as I went through this program, my body learned how to process food while my gut was cleansing. While my gut cleansed and I learned to process food, that now gives me the freedom to be able to make any choice that I want. And that's what I needed from a weight loss program. I needed the ability to know that I can have whatever food I want to have because I do enjoy my food. At the end of the day, it's not just about filling that emptiness on the inside. I actually enjoy food. So I'm a very happy client in the fat program. And as a result of that, I'm now mentoring people to help them to achieve their fat goals too. Because what we discovered is life is better when you goop. And goop is a substance that we drink every morning. We have it once a day. And it makes all the difference because it curbs our hunger cravings. It cleanses the gut so that the nutrients can be processed and the body doesn't have to store fat energy for later. It helps with lethargy. It improves the immune system. It helps with sweet tooth cravings. So all of these different benefits that come from having goop every morning. And even if you don't want to lose weight, even if you just want to get a bit more energy on a morning, then the challenge is to take goop for 30 days. And I would like to challenge you to take goop for 30 days and discover for yourself why life is better when you goop. It takes 30 days to heal your gut. And if you give me 30 days, you commit to this program for 30 days, just the goop challenge, So all we're going to do is we're just going to have a morning goop, right? And then what it's going to do, it's going to improve your energy, it's going to help you with your hunger cravings, it's going to help you to be able to start to change behavior, and it's going to make a change from the inside out. Because what happens for me is when I've got that uncomfortable feeling on the inside, I want to fix it from the outside. I want to put something external into my stomach, via my mouth, goes into my stomach, and that's where I believe that gets filled up. Well, I've learned that that's the wrong way around. We need to fill ourselves up from the inside out. So it starts with a healthy gut. You heal your gut, and then from there, the nutrients can get in there, the body doesn't store the fat, we start to feel better, and now we're healing from the inside out, and that's the way that it should be. So the challenge is the Goop 30-day challenge. I want 5 people who are ready to make a change in life. You've got to be committed to this because there's going to be a tracker, and you need to track it every day to say that I've gooped. And because it's about behaviour modification. And the difference, and we'll track it, and we'll see the impact that this has on your life. If you've got a few kgs to lose, you might lose a bit of weight in the process as well, as an added bonus. But ultimately, this is all about energy. This is about having a clean gut. It's about improving your immune system. It's about having more appetite and energy for life. This is not necessarily weight loss, although if you've got a few kgs to lose, then you might lose them too. So if you want to know more about that, comment Goop down below, and I'll get in touch with you, and we can have a chat about your health goals, your weight and well-being goals. I'm not a medical practitioner. I can't give medical advice, but in terms of adapting the fat program, in terms of overcoming those mindset blocks that prevent us from reaching the goals, those obstacles, that denial, don't even notice I'm lying, those things that I tell myself that now is not the good time. I can't do this because I can't afford it, or I can't do this because it's not the right time, or I can't do this because what am I going to do about my cheesy treats? You know, all of that stuff will come in time. This is a short-term sacrifice. You know, and what we're talking about here is 30 days to improve your energy, to stop waking up feeling tired, to improve your immune system, to curb your hunger cravings, to help with a sweet tooth. All of these benefits are going to come when you've got a clean, healthy gut. And that's what Goop will give you. So if you want to know more, comment Goop below. I'll get in touch and we'll take it from there. So my name's Matt Bartlett. My weigh-in today is 77 kg, so I put 400 grams on yesterday. Do you think I'm bothered? Nope. You know, I don't worry about it all. My scales fluctuate daily, and it doesn't matter. Yesterday was my lowest. I've been since my early 30s. I was 76.6. Yesterday was shopping day, so that meant that I got my dark chocolate, and it meant that I got my rice cakes, and it meant that I had a little nibble last night, you know. And that doesn't matter, because today I am free to make any decision in any given moment around my food without fear of the consequences. And I can say that hand on heart. Reason being, healed myself from the inside out instead of the outside in. So my name's Matt Bartlett. I'm a fat mentor, and I look forward to connecting with you. Many thanks.